Aloha. Welcome to TMDR, the Maui Daily Report for Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. I'm Chivo Cheng Johnson. These are some of the stories that may interest you today. Episode 24 is about to begin. It is not a Netflix series, it is the real thing. The 24th eruption of Halemaumau, the Kilauea volcano in Volcanoes National Park on the Big Island. And it is about to begin again, if it hasn't already. Previous episodes have featured lava fountains shooting as high as 1,000 feet into the air for a day or less, followed by a pause lasting several days. Then it happens all over again. You can check in for a summary of that action at usgs.gov or call 808-967-8862. Maui Economic Opportunity, or MEO's Head Start preschool program, was notified this week that federal funding has been secured for the 2025-26 school year, allaying some of the fears around federal funding cuts. This comes on the same day as an announcement that the Stupski Foundation has awarded MEO a $450,000 grant to support programs and services for prenatal to 5-year-old children. There is no such thing as a free lunch, unless, of course, somebody treats you. But because of a new law, next school year, more Hawaii school kids will get free meals to combat hunger in the classroom by expanding eligibility for families who previously did not qualify for assistance. The state has allocated $565,000 per year for the next 2 years, which will help feed 34,000 nahaumana, or students. The iconic movie star Paul Newman, he died back in 2008, but he left behind quite a legacy. Newman's Own Foundation dedicates proceeds from the sale of its food products to a number of worthy causes. The Hana-based nonprofit Molokai Keiki, whose work promotes food sovereignty, has received a grant from Newman's Own to advance indigenous food justice for children. The funds will help grow fresh local food and support Native Hawaiian practices in Hana, where 2/3 of the population is of Hawaiian ancestry. Council members ended their work on the fiscal 2026 budget yesterday morning, giving final approval to a $1.558 billion spending plan that begins July 1st. The Council's final 8-0 vote with member Kama excused. The next step is to forward Bill 41 and a few other associated budget bills to the desk of Mayor Richard Bissen for final action. In 2015, the Hawaii legislature crafted an idea and passed it to build off-site solar farms, like community gardens, except for power instead of vegetables, that middle and low-income residents could tap into for breaks on their electric bills. The Kavela Plantation Project on Molokai is one example. Lawmakers recognized that rooftop solar panels were increasingly easy and economical for owners to install, but there were no benefits for the renters. According to power utilities, the community solar farm program has proven cumbersome to integrate into the utilities grid. So, as Civil Beat reported, the endeavor failed to launch. There's a lot of aloha here in paradise, and there always will be. But friendly skies, not so much. A new study from Lada Law Firm has revealed that Hawaii has the dubious distinction of having the 6th highest air crash rate in the nation. If you measure aviation accidents from 2016 to 2025, Hawaii has had an average of 8 aviation incidents per year over the past decade. There were 16 in 2016, But things are looking up. There were only 3 so far in this year of 2025. The Hawaiian Tourism Authority is pouring millions of dollars into marketing Hawaii to tourists, but being in the top 10 in air crashes really doesn't help. Nor do reports of international travelers being refused entry. The Star Advertiser reported this week that a 25-year-old Australian, a former New South Wales police officer, was denied entry to Hawaii, strip-searched, imprisoned overnight, and deported when she came here to visit her husband. The reason, border agents said, that she had too many clothes for a 3.5-week stay, and the woman sported Japanese tattoos on her arms and hands. Allah. Today, Governor Josh Green signed House Bill 874 into law, which safeguards the earnings of child and youth performers from mismanagement, exploitation, and abuse by requiring a parent or legal guardian to create a trust fund for the benefit of the child performer before the child begins their first employment in the entertainment industry. It is bad enough that the state legislature turned its back on Hawaii's film industry this session, and now the NEA, the National Endowment for the Arts, is getting in on the act. The long-running Hawaii International Film Festival received notice that its NEA funding of approximately $30,000 a year has been canceled. All this so the NEA can focus funding on projects that reflect the nation's rich artistic heritage and creativity as prioritized by President Trump. Those priorities evidently do not include supporting artistic endeavors in Hawaii or in the Asia-Pacific region. A Molokai film featuring Molokai Keiki will debut in Molokai's brand new Mango Theater in Kaunakakai next Tuesday. Daniel Emhoff, director of Akaku Molokai, partnered with Hokulani Children's Theater of Molokai to film and produce Flight of the Mothman, a short film based on a musical play. So if you're on Molokai next Tuesday, June 10th, we'll see you there, as this is the place to be. And here is a preview.
Aloha kākou, my name is Tikai, and I am excited to announce the release of Flight of the Mothman, a brand new short film from Hotolani Children's Theater of Molokai, based on our original musical written by Matt Blitzton and Jason Spadens. This story, imagined and performed by Molokai Keiki, takes you on a journey of mystery, courage, and compassion. When several campers encounter the legendary Mothman, fear turns into understanding, and a powerful message unfolds about the strength it takes to truly see one another. This beautiful film was filmed and edited by Daniel Emhoff, director of Otaku Molokai, whose vision and talent brought our young performers' work to the screen with clarity, care, and heart. At Otolani Children's Theater, we believe in lifting the voices of our youth through storytelling and the performing arts. This film is a celebration of our community and the creativity that lives in every child. We invite you to watch Flight of the Mothman, support our Keiki, and be reminded of the magic that happens when young voices are given the space to soar. The film will premiere at the Mango Theater. Everyone's invited. I hope to see you there. Mahalo nui, and let your imagination take flight. This is Kitai, signing off.
The Molokai premiere of Flight of the Mothman, performed by the Keiki of Hokulani Children's Theater of Molokai, Tuesday, June 10th, 5:30 and 8:15 p.m. Both screenings will be followed by Lilo and Stitch. Get your tickets now at themangotheater.com.
Very, very cool. The endangered eo, or Hawaiian hawk, is a magnificent bird of prey found only on Hawaii Island. It is in enough trouble as it is dealing with habitat destruction and avian disease. Now we have a report of a human-caused incident involving an eo near Mountain View on the Big Island. The bird was found alive but emaciated and missing part of its upper beak. The bird could no longer feed itself and had to be put down. The DLNR Division of Forestry and Wildlife is asking the public for any information regarding the person or persons responsible for this horrendous act of cruelty. If you see someone abusing these birds or other animals, please say something. Call the enforcement hotline at 808-643-3567. Up next, we have a hopeful story of a red-tailed cousin in Los Angeles that was nursed back to health from an injury and finally released back into the wild. Check it out.
After rescuing a red-tailed hawk that fell out of a nest, Animal Control Officer Louis Ditto releases it back into the wild.
Everybody, thinks you catch animals and you destroy animals,
Yeah.
And a major part of this job is rehabilitating and re-releasing animals into the wild. And that's, where your reward comes in.
What a magnificent animal.
Isn't she beautiful?
What do you think of when you look at a hawk? Louis?
Just the magnificence of nature. I mean, there's the beauty in nature is all I really can think about. She's looking around, getting ready to go. She's healthy now. She's eating on her own. She knows how to hunt. Her time has come.
So you've had her for 8 weeks?
Had her for about 8 weeks. She fell out of the nest and she couldn't fly. She could get about 2 feet off the ground, go for about 30 yards, about 2 feet high.
Yeah.
That was about it. Fed her by hand, and then she got eating on her own and she got hunting on her own. And her time has come now. It's time to let her go and find a mate and hopefully live happily ever after. This hawk right here is gonna do so much for the environment as far as rodent population and
Yeah, it could teach us a lot about nobility and grace.
And grace and co-living. Living, this hawk will live amongst the owls and other hawks and everything in harmony, like we should be doing. I'm gonna let her anytime she wants to fly. She doesn't want to go. She's sure beautiful, isn't she?
Oh, God. Stunning. There she goes. Well, you let her go.
I let her go. A lot of mixed emotions.
I know. It's such a beautiful bird. You kind of want to keep it, but you can't.
Yeah, you
Wouldn't be
shouldn't.
fair.
You're cheating
Yeah.
nature,
Wow.
Boy, what an absolutely beautiful creature. So majestic. Maui now attended the 31st annual Pohai Nakeki Nalu on Saturday at Launiopoko Beach Park, where a record 277 young surfers competed. Kodo Fujimoto, a 7th grader from Haiku, delivered the highest scoring performance in all finals to claim the boys' 12 to 13-year-old shortboard title. Fujimoto delivered an upset to defending champion Kona Yamada with a last-minute wave. The youth surfing contest included 14 divisions ranging from shortboard and longboard to bodyboard. This Wailuku First Friday has a lot happening, including a grand opening. A new Polynesian kava bar will open that evening. The Kava Spot will open at 5 p.m. with an opening prayer and ribbon cutting, followed by live music, all across from Hashi's Car Wash. That's it for today's Maui Daily Report. Mahalo for joining us, and please keep watching Akaku, channels 53, 54, and 55. You can watch Akaku at akaku.org or watch our channels 24/7 on our app Maui Stream. You can listen to TMDR between 7 and 8 p.m. on KAKU 88.5 FM. This is how we stay connected. I'm Chibo Ching Johnson. Have a fantastic Wednesday night. Be happy, stay safe, and keep smiling. Aloha.